So, what I'm getting, you're about to embark on a new path. The first card was a new path, crossing the threshold, bravery, taking calculated risks. And the overall energy was creation, follow through on what you started, hard work, completion. And I feel like I'm speaking to people where I think being patient and maybe being consistent sometimes is a little bit hard for you. Sticking to a routine can be a little bit hard for you as well too. And I feel like spirit, it's almost like you've been in this period of maybe things not happening as quickly. You may feel like things might have slowed down. You may have also felt like a little bit isolated, or maybe you might have been like in this hermit mode, hermit period. But it was really for you to gain clarity, I feel like, on yourself, on the next path that you want to take. Because I feel like I'm speaking to people where it's like you have all these brilliant ideas, these fantasies that you want for your life, but it's about grounding those dreams into reality. What are the practical steps does it take to get to the next level that you want to be? What is that next level that you want to be? For some of you guys, it may have been harder for you to see through that. And it's like, I think spirit needed to clear up a lot of maybe the fogginess like within your mind so that you can get back to basis of what seeds are you trying to plant. Where do you want your life to look like in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Just because things are moving slowly doesn't mean that things are aren't progressing. I think it's a lot of having to clear your mind, but also shift your mindset so that you can be prepared for this new path where you're gonna have to take risks. You're gonna have to finish what you started. It's like the universe, you created this path, this timeline, but I feel like this universe is finally opening the doors for you. I feel like spirit wants to make sure that you are going to stay dedicated to this path, to completion. Please tell me more about the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something about being impatient. That's what I'm getting. Like, there's something about being impatient. Yeah, I think also why you've been so impatient is you're like, oh my God, I've done such a good job on. I feel like clearing. I feel like you guys have also, like, if you feel like things have been stuck, stagnant, or you've been feeling isolated, or you've just been in this hermit mode, it's because there was a lot of clearing that needed to be done. You needed to lighten your load so that you only carried what was necessary in this new chapter, in this new beginning. And I think for a lot of you guys, you have been feeling like really impatient because you're like, I know a brand new beginning is meant for me. I know I'm meant to start new. Where is this brand new beginning? Where is the stuff that I've been manifesting for a while? And I feel like you're finally about to start walking into those doors. Okay, please tell me more about the Four of Wands, Spirit. Okay, as the sun. Oh my God. I feel like I also feel like this chapter is going to be very healing. I honestly feel like it's also going to be very healing for your inner child. There's a whole lot more stability that's coming in for you. There's a whole lot more harmony that's coming in for you. I feel like you're going to be radiating in very radiant in this chapter of your life. It's like your vitality has returned. I also feel like there is, if you're open to it, I also feel like there's love that's here in this new chapter as well too. Somebody who is, I feel like, a good match for you. I also feel like you're in a better place to be receptive to love. I feel like with the King of Cups, I feel like don't let what's happened in the past dictate how you show up in this new chapter and especially in these new connections. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, it's really all about your perception. I feel like when it comes to this new chapter, Spirit is really asking you to be to come out of your comfort zone. And I feel like normally maybe you might be like, okay, I'm only gonna give when it comes to connections, like romantic ones, I'm only gonna give like what is being given to me. And Spirit is like, no, like don't hold back. Like we don't need you to, do everything. We need for there to be reciprocity. I think what's also hard for you may be being consistent, where sometimes I think you feel like I put in a lot of effort and energy and I don't feel like I'm getting a lot back on my return. And I feel like spirit is not wanting you to carry this attitude with you. Like, it's understandable to feel like, well, I've been putting in a lot of hard work. Where the hell are the results? Where the hell are the results? I don't feel like it's equally matching up to the amount of energy that I'm exerting. And I feel like spirit honors like that, but I feel like spirit is also like, no, it is coming back towards you. With the sun, I feel like there's a major blessing of abundance that's going to pour in for you. I feel like your health is improving too as well, but I feel like there's a major abundance that's pouring in for you. And it's almost like I think you may get like a lot of work coming in, and I think you may struggle like, am I going to be able to be consistent? Am I going to be able to keep up with all this work that I'm getting, and spirit, or all these projects? I'm getting projects too, all these projects that I'm attached to, and spirit is like, no, you can stay focused, stay determined, stay hardworking. You're going to be able to handle all the work that's coming to you. You're going to be able to balance your finances as well too. It's about your perception and that mindset that you have, and you can. And it's like you have this abundant mindset. You know how you stay within that abundant mindset by being grateful for what you have accumulated, and being appreciative and putting in that hard work. I think this is where it is, where I think you're in a chapter where you're your your challenge right now is to be consistent with yourself, consistent with your growth, consistent on what you're producing, and consistent on you when it comes to your career. And I feel like spirit doesn't want you to drop any quality of work, like, because you feel overwhelmed. Like, you can handle it. You can handle this amount of work. You can handle this amount of pressure. That's what I'm getting. You can handle this amount of pressure. So don't psych yourself out. I feel like spirit right now is really asking you to just worry about yourself right now as the Queen of Cups. I feel like spirit is really asking you to pour that loving, nurturing energy that you give so effortlessly to other people into yourself. I feel like you're giving yourself more it's almost like you're giving yourself justice, which leads to a tower moment. I think it's almost like the universe is seeing, what are you doing in this new phase of your life? Are you prioritizing other people, or are you finally prioritizing yourself? And I think I'm speaking to people where that has always been your lesson in life, where you are this naturally loving, kind, caring person. But spirit is like, you needed to pour that back into yourself. You needed to be worried about yourself. You needed to be worried about your own stability. That doesn't mean that you just stop caring about people. No, but it's, you needed to put yourself first. You needed to prioritize yourself first. And I feel like because you are in this era of prioritizing yourself first, giving yourself that compassion, I feel like that's how your karma is coming in, your justice is coming in. And it's going to, I'm telling you, it's going to shock you with all these beautiful opportunities that come in. But I think it's because you overcome the biggest hurdle, which was you being in your own way, and you focusing more on other people when you needed to start focusing more on yourself and your stability and what you can manifest for yourself or what you can generate for yourself. You're very career focused in this era of your life, and I feel like you're finally getting the rewards. It's almost like you were spreading yourself too thin by trying to be everything in for everyone, and all you really need to do is just worry about yourself. You have like a karmic individual who wants to be a part of this now, who may try to be like, hey, I want to be a part of your 10 of Pentacles journey that you're on. Hey, I want to be with you. Where it's like, you guys are not even showing up like as a match. I feel like this person is very money hungry. That's what I'm getting. Like, this person is an opportunist, and they see you as a golden opportunity. And this person, I honestly, I think it's also heartbroken because I feel like they thought that they got the upper hand and they were trying to win at all costs, but they ended up deceiving themselves. They ended up playing themselves out of your world. And I feel like you've already learned this lesson, and spirit is really asking you to move on. There's a lot of success that's coming for you in the future, especially once you leave this person in the past. There's so much more success. So tell this person goodbye.